Greetings, back from Norfolk and at track on Saturday. Plan today is to do a 300-metre time trial. See what pace I've got in the legs after the last few weeks of training and see whether I'm kind of on track or I need to adjust my training for my kind of sub 60 goal. So the week in Norfolk went well. It was a deload strength and conditioning / mobility type week. So in addition to the kind of the strength and mobility sessions I did throughout the week, I did a session on Tuesday of 400s. That's following the hill session that was in the last video. 6x400, around 125, so fairly steady with 2-minute recoveries. So that went well, that was a good session. And then Thursday I repeated the hill session again. It wasn't quite as good as last week's. That was mainly due to the overnight rain and I didn't have long enough spikes. But still got it done, and on the whole the legs are feeling good. Any kind of niggles that I had the week before with that hip flexor on the right hand side seems to have gone. So we're here today and I'm looking forward to this one. I was going to just get straight back into 200 repeats today, but someone commented on one of my previous videos that I should do a time trial over 300, and I thought, one, why didn't I think of that first? Two, it was a brilliant idea. I've got 6 weeks until my first race on the 1st of December indoors over 300 metres. So it seems a great time to kind of actually do a test, as I've had a kind of fairly light week in terms of running. So that's it. I've got to get warmed up, get the drills done, and then I'll talk you through the session in a little bit more depth. Speak to you in a bit. Okay, that's most of the warm-up done. Just got to do 2 or 3 more strides and then we'll get into the session. So the session today is going to be at around 400 metre goal pace, maybe slightly quicker. So around, what do you say, 95 to 98%. So I'm not going 100% effort on the 300s, but slightly back. I want to maintain a relaxed form throughout it. This is not, I'm not going to it's not intended to be puking at the end of 300 metres. So yeah, I'm going to start off with 150 to get my legs. I tend to find that, I mean, I can do strides and drills and those kind of things, but I tend to find, maybe this is an age thing, I don't know, but I need to put in some kind of effort to really wake up the body, and 150 20-second effort should be fine. I'll then do an 8-minute full recovery, and then we'll get into the 300. Now I may actually end up doing 2 300s, see how the legs feel. Goal today is to get that 1 300 under the belt, see what the time is. I would be happy with between 42 and 44. I could tolerate 45, just given it's been a funny couple of weeks and I've not actually managed to do that much work compared to what I was doing before that. But yeah, between 42 and 44 I'll be very happy with. Anything below 42 I'll be pleasantly surprised at. So that's where we're at. I'm just going to get the spikes on, finish off the warm-up, and then we will get right into it. I'll speak to you at the end of the 150, then I'll speak to you at the end of the 300 and see where we're taking it from then. But otherwise, it's not too bad. It's been pouring with rain all morning in East Anglia, but it seems to have cleared through. There's a slight breeze, southwesterly. It's about 15 degrees, so it's, yeah, pretty perfect, I would say, for doing this session this morning. And given what it was like when I got out of bed this morning, I thought I'd be sitting here under an umbrella talking to you, so all good. Anyway, jabber jabber, jabber jabber. Get on with it, Steve. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye. Okay, 150 done. Forgot to mention, bought the stopwatch as well, just in case the Garmin plays up. So they're saying somewhere between 20 and 21, pushed a bit too hard. But apart from that, no issues or niggles. So now we move on to the 300. Anyway, catch you at the end. Bye. Well, that stung. Not quite sure what to make of that one. It's interesting. I think I said on a previous film when I was talking about goals that I've never been an aerobic monster as such. Once I hit the kind of the 200 mark, all hell started to break loose. So the Garmin telling me 42, the handheld telling me around 44, 45. We could possibly split the difference, or we go handheld. Don't know whether I'm happy or disappointed. Certainly stung towards the end. I didn't feel like I was particularly relaxed through the whole thing, but there you go. So yeah, that's where we're at. The 150 in about 20, the 300 in about 45, according to the handheld. Garmin said 19 something for the 150 and 42 for the 300. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to chew the idea over of whether I'm going to do another one now. Still got another 8 or 9 minutes to make my mind up. Hey, all done. So I did a second 300 in the end. The Garmin was saying 44, the handheld 46 dead. One thing I can say is by the 250 metre mark my legs were screaming the lactate. So yeah, I suppose when you start measuring with two different implements it can mess with your head. So what was that, 42 and 44, 44 and 46. Do we split the difference and say 43 and 45? I don't know. What do I take away from that? Speed endurance. More, maybe not more, but harder. So these 120 to 125 400s I've been doing over at Millwall Park. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was planning on changing up the pace in these next week anyway, but today kind of cements that for me. And I've got to be banging them out in about 115 with 2-minute recoveries. The top end speed work I've started working on with the hills and the short sprints. So the plan's coming together. Going to continue to follow the plan. No radical changes at the moment, I don't think. But yeah, it was tough. Tough. You do a 20 or 19 or 20 second 150 and you just think, I'm going to cruise this again. And you don't. And I think I said, well, I did say, when I did that video on goals and plans, I said I don't know whether I'm going to be better at 200 or 400. I'm definitely not an aerobic monster, never have been. You know, of the road running I found challenging. So it could end up, we conclude that 200 is where I'm at. But anyway, we're mid training block. Oh, shoulders aching. Mid training block, and we're going to keep focusing on the training. So we've got 6 weeks until the first race, Sunday the 1st of December. So I'll put a little chart up so you don't have to look at my face. But yeah, Lee Valley Open, Sunday the 1st of December. Doing the 300 there. And I'll try and get out to Lee Valley a couple of times before that, because I've never raced indoors before. So that'll be interesting. Looking forward to that. The next race after that will either be on New Year's Day or Sunday the 5th of January. So either the Lee Valley Open or there's another open meeting over there. If I do the Lee Valley, I might do the 2 and the 4 that day. I think it's 3 and 2 for the other meet. And then we get into the nitty gritty in February. So Sunday the 9th, Eastern Masters. I will do the 200 and the 400 there, same day. That'll sting. And then 2 weeks later is the big one, that's the British Masters. And again, I'll do the 200 on the 22nd, Saturday the 22nd, 400 Sunday the 23rd, all being well, no injuries, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's where we're at, and that's what's coming up. But my legs, whoa, are in bits after that session. And I'm going to reflect on it. Please feel free to put any comments down below. I won't be offended by anything you might say. I do plan to continue in a similar vein to the training I've been doing. But yeah, any thoughts? Always glad to hear them. Any questions, put them down and I'll always answer. Anyway, should be kettlebells tomorrow, depending on how the legs feel, and I'll be at Millwall Park on Monday for those faster 400s. Anyway, for now, chocolate milkshake, going home. Bye.